Hi folks, welcome to the daily Leetcode video of 1st of October. So we will try to solve these Leetcode daily problems and I will cover as much as I can from starting from 1st of October. In previous month also I started this Leetcode daily and I found it very interesting that daily we have to solve one problem and it's interesting. So let's start with today's problem. Like what's that? Today's problem, water bottle. uh, it's a easy one, so it's a good start of the month. Let's start. So what it is saying, there are number of bottles. So through these videos I try to explain how I approach my problems, how I approach these DSA solutions, how I come up with the intuitions, what goes behind this. So you will learn on the go and not really like I'm also reading this some questions first time and also recording the sessions, recording these videos on the go. Yeah. So let's continue with that. Okay. So here's the problem. I can explain it. So it's a fairly easy type of problem. Like we have some number of bottles. Just a minute. Yeah, we have some number of bottles here, and we have some exchanges. So whenever you drink some bottles, empty them, and if you go to the shop and say that these number of bottles I want to return empty bottles and I want back one full bottle and I can drink that bottle as well. So how many drinks I can have, it makes maximum number of water bottles I can drink. This is the answer I need to return. Okay, so let's try with example number 1 and 2. So let's say try with example number 1. So here we have number of bottles is 9. Sorry for the bad writing. Bottles is 9 and number of exchanges is 3. So I have at the starting I have 9 bottles. It's illustrated in the example here. So I have 9 bottles. I have emptied them. Okay, after that in the 3 I can exchange. So these 3 I return. I got this full bottle. These 3 I got replaced with this full bottle, and these 3 I replaced with this full bottle. So I have consumed 15 there. Then I have consumed 3. After that 3 is empty. I have replaced with one full bottle, and then I drink it. So in total I have drink like 15 plus 3 plus 1 bottle, something like that. So how many bottles I will get after this first iteration of exchanges? So I will get something like number of total bottles divided by number of exchanges. Okay, something like that. So exchange. So in that case I will get 15 by 3, which is 5. Oh my bad, it's 9 by 3, not 15 by 3, it's 9 by 3. Let's make it. Yeah, it's 9 by 3, which is actually 3, then 3 by 3, which is actually 1, and eventually this 1 by 3 is got 0. We will not get anything. Okay, so fairly easy. I can like loop through it. I can do let's try with the example number 2 as well. Okay, so in the example number 2 we have 15 bottles and 4 number of exchanges. Okay, so from the 15, how many I get? 15 divided by 4, I will get 3. But here you see I have remained some bottles are still remaining, like 15 mod 4. When you do this you will get like 3 bottles. Okay, so still 3 bottles remaining and 3 full bottles you have. 3 empty bottles you have remain. 3 is empty and 3 full. After this 3 full you have drank this, so you have 3 plus these 3 from previous iteration, so you have total 6 bottles which is empty. And if you divide 6 by 4, you will get 2 bottles. 6 by 4, you will get only 1 bottle, my bad. So you will get only 1 bottle, and then 2 bottles still remaining. If you drink this bottle, it will be summing in this up. So 2 plus 1, 3. 3 divided by 4, which is equal to 0. End goal is like you can't drink many more bottles. So from here, if you can see, we have drink 15, then we have drink 3, then we have drink 1, and then comes to 0. Okay, got it. So we can keep 2 variables and let's code it fast, super fast. So I will try to code it and explain in the on the go. So here we have very free restrictions, like number of bottles is only 100, number of actions is 200. It's very relaxed constraint. We can go up to 10 ki power, this is 10 ki power 2. We can do n-cube solution as well, but as we have come up with the O of n or O of log n, let's code this and after that I will explain. So let's keep int drink 0. I have drink 0 bottles, so let's mark this consumed. So consumed bottle is 0, and then int current empty, so empty bottles is currently 0. I will do a while loop while I have number of bottles number of bottles greater than number of exchanges greater than 0, let's say. So while number of bottles we have greater than 0, we will keep looping this and we will use this consume. Okay, so let's say number of bottles. Okay, good. So initially we have something like x bottles and we can consume all of them. Consume plus equal number of bottles. We can consume this number of bottles easily. After that we will make number of empty bottles. How many empty bottles we have? So we have consumed number of bottles, so we have number of bottles times, so empty may I also added number of bottles. Okay, so these many empty bottles I have currently. Okay, and empty bottles mein I will add number of bottles modulo exchange, which we have explained, number of exchange. Okay, so these are number of empty bottles we have total after this one iteration, and number of bottles is now reduced to number of exchanges. Okay, so let's say in our example number 2 we will try run. So in from 15 we will get consumed as 15, and then empty as 15, and empty modulo 4, like 15 modulo 4 is like 3, so we will get 15 plus 3, 18 bottles. Okay, and then number of bottles we have marked like 3 full bottles we have. Okay, so to get this we have to remove these empty bottles, because we have exchanged these number of bottles with this, no? So let's remove this. So remaining empty bottles is this we have consumed, so we have to basically increase the consumption as well here, right? So we will do it in next iteration. Like we have number of bottles reduced by 3, so 3 will be here, 3 plus empty में आपको हमेशा ही करना पड़ेगा. Sorry, my bad. I removed that previous one. Let's add that back. So डाला empty number of bottles divided by 3 का number of exchanges, and after that we will again add this. So in first iteration we will add 15, in second iteration we will add 3, in third iteration we will add 1, and after that we will return this number of consumed bottles कितनी return हुई. Okay, let's try to dry run with example number 1, 9 and 3. So from the 9, number of bottles will be 9, number of exchanges will be 3. Let me take my pen and let's do this. Okay, let me clear these drawings. Okay, got it. So we have a 9 which is greater than 0. We will go inside this consumption will, so let's keep these variables here, like consumed equal 0 and empty equal 0. Okay, so in the first iteration, number of bottles greater than 0, consumed, we have consumed this number of bottles, so we have 15. In the example number 2, let's take example number 2 where number of bottles is 15 and number of exchanges is 4. Got it? Then number of empty bottles we will increase by 15. Then number of empty bottles we will increase by number of bottles modulo number of exchanges, which will be like plus 3 and 9, so it will go to 18. Okay, then we will reduce number of bottles to 15 by 4, which is 3. So यहाँ पे number of bottles will be 3. Okay, we will go again because number of 3 is greater than 0. Consumed bottle is 15 plus 3, so let's do plus 3. And then empty bottle we will do 15 plus 3 plus 3, which is wrong basically because we have exchanged these many bottles. Correct. So we should have remained with the 3 only, so this should be 0, which we have made mistake. So let's correct that mistake first. So where we are making mistake, like we are adding number of bottles in empty bucket. Okay, so we do not need this step plus number of bottles, I think. So let's do this. Okay, so we will get 3 and let's run our example back on this. So I will erase these things. Okay, let's start with this example again. So consumed was 0 in starting, 15 after the first iteration, so I am going here 15, and then I will go to this step. Number of exchange empty will be like 3, then number of bottle will be 3. Correct. After that, in the next iteration I will add plus 3 here because I have consumed that bottles, and in empty bottles I will add like 3 plus 3 because 3 modulo 4 is 3, so 6 bottles will be there and number of bottles will become 0. Okay. And then since I have 6 bottles here, I can do one more iteration here, right? So I have to add this condition as well in my iterations. So end empty bottles greater than number of exchanges. Okay, then I will go या फिर और रहेगा not end. ठीक है. So if number of empty bottles is this is the case, then number of bottles plus equal empty bottles divided by number of exchanges. Okay, these many number of bottles I will add in this. I don't need this again. Let's run this first on the some examples. What's the issue? Consumed plus equal number of bottles. What the issue guys here? Integer overflow cannot be represented int. Undefined behavior. Consumed plus yeah. करेक्ट तो है. not able to understand guys why it is. I think it's running infinitely. That's why it is signaling this. Let's print something inside that. See out consumed. Okay, something is printing. This basically this loop is going infinite. That's the issue. Got it. And this is not stopping anywhere. So we have a bug. Okay, we have to figure that bug out. So we will add number of consumed bottles here. Then number of bottles will become 0. So here after this consumption, number of bottles become 0. If that's the case, number of empty bottles will become empty में number of bottles डाला. Okay, so let's do this. एकदम basic dry run. So we have consumed, we have emptied that many bottles, number of bottles will become 0. After that we will back up our number of bottles. So how many bottles we have after that? So we have drink all the number of bottles here first. So we have these many empty bottles. So empty divided by number of exchanges. I will do this. Okay, so these many number of bottles I have after this first iteration, and empty will become is equal number of bottles multiply by number of exchanges. How many bottles are minus from these empty bottles and remaining is empty. Okay, let's run this. Or both test cases are passed. Let's submit this answer and let's check. Yo, it's passed. So thank you guys for the video. Also I want to explain, like, here we can do something extra as well, and I will explain that in next part of the video. Otherwise this video will be very long, so I will explain that in next video, or I will explain in tomorrow's video. So let's meet tomorrow. Bye guys.